Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms. I had some cubes in here, but I don't. That's right, we can grain it. So I like to hop back and forth for no reason other than variety. The cubes are a little bit more expensive to feed, but I think it's nice to mix it up every now and then. I know I wouldn't want to eat the same thing every day. I'll take that back. I pretty much eat some kind of beef or meat every day. That's for sure. Let's get them going here. I'm a little bit late this morning. Excuse me, chicken. As you guys noticed, I think it was it 516? Hey, buddy. Were you digging in the dirt the other day? I think you was. Hi. Oh, so yesterday we had a real good session, Tessie. I was able to pet your head. You let me scratch on you and love on you. And today, for the people, nothing. Give me food or get out of here, dude. The other day, bottom of the barrel. Hang on, let's switch. Yeah, who put that on there? Superman. Woo. Much better. Hang on, this is perfect. They sorted themselves. So before they, well, you gotta move, I don't dump it on your head. There we go. What's going on? Yesterday, no, a couple videos ago, when did I film that? Saturday, 516, one of our steers was kind of digging in the dirt a little bit with his hoof. Not like a sign of aggression. Like he was trying to dig a hole and he'd like, you know, shoved his nose in it. How long did we been trying to do this, guys? They finally did it. It only took about 4 weeks. We finally got everybody in the right slot. Except for that one. I got you guys, hang on. Anyway, story time, sorry. Got sidetracked. I'd say squirrel, but it wasn't a squirrel. It was donkeys. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. Be really careful pushing animals out of the way. With a gate. What's going on, buddy? I'm really careful pushing animals out of the way with a gate because of what Gary had happen over at Walker Farm Fam. It proves no matter how much you know and how wise you are when it comes to cattle and things, you still get hurt. So I can't believe they sorted themselves. I don't even know what to say right now. So I'm covered in grain. Anyway, 516, let's talk again. There's a lick tub down there, lick tub that had turned over a couple of times. And I don't know that anything fell out necessarily because look out, coming in hot. Digging and rooting around on the ground a little bit. And some of y'all thought, man, maybe he's looking for minerals. I went and got a mineral feeder and some loose minerals for him, like multi-mineral. I think that's the ones that are red or brown. It's all new to me, guys. Playing the rookie card. Then I got a white salt block, which they all kind of have salt in them. Some loose minerals as well. Why is he coming up here? What are you doing? You had like your own trough over there. Oh my goodness. Bruce, get out of there, man. One more, hang on. I'll dump some on the ground for you, Bruce. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, you don't mess with mama, I guarantee it. Here you go, Rosie. There you go. All better. All better. Just in case, and it is that time of year, 516 is searching for minerals, even though it's possible that that lick tub turned over and something fell out of it because they were getting to the bottom of it. We got us a mineral feeder, loose minerals, a red mineral block, and a salt block. And we're gonna get that set up for them today. They've had the salt lick for a couple of days. That's been out here for a while. I've always used those. I've always used the red ones. Getting a designated on the ground bull feeder is what we got yesterday. Whew. Man, it's a long walk up here. Fence is back up. Let me show you guys something. Oh, I'm also checking these holes. Yeah. See that? Put some concrete in that one. I think they're armadillos. I've been working on plugging those. Man, some of y'all really really give us flack for poop out here, which I really don't understand because I've explained it a couple of times. Yes, we're going to use this opportunity with all this dung to spread it out and rejuvenize the pastures and things like that, but where you see all the dung, there's nothing up here. That's donkey poop, that doesn't count. But there's not a lot of there's not a lot of cow manure up here because they don't eat. There's no traffic up here. If there was green grass on the ground or this was middle of summer, you would see poop all over the pasture instead of what you guys mostly see, which is their feeding. Remember, when it's cold, they sleep in there. They always eat right there. There's a lick tub right there. That's where there's a majority of poop. But this is where we want it because this is the roughest pasture. Kind of aiming that at some of y'all that keep telling us to clean our property or clean our... Yeah, some of y'all need jobs. Anyway, remember, just because you see another channel or another farm or another homestead do something doesn't mean it's right for everybody. It doesn't mean everybody's got to do what that person says, okay? There are some indestructible barriers that I set up around the hydrants yesterday. These are obviously pretty sturdy. There's a couple screws, top and bottom, all the way around. They're heavier duty pallets. They're nothing fancy to look at, but they will protect these hydrants while we figure out what we want to do as far as fencing. A little more, oh, I missed a screw, that's why. A little more rickety there. I did not put one around the one up front yet because, like I said, we really need to fix the fencing up there, which is I'll kill two birds with one stone, because the fencing up there actually goes around our meter, and when the water company comes out to read the meter, they have to come inside the property, which I don't mind, but that puts them at risk, that puts the animals at risk, that puts whatever. Now, they're not unlocking the gate. God bless the kid that does it, man. He just hops the fence, reads it, walks away. He ain't scared of nothing. I've spoken to him, but as a favor to him, and it just looked better, we're going to pull the fence back about 12 feet, run it that way, and that'll keep him from having to come in, and it'll also keep the animals from getting to that hydrant because we'll be able to block it off. And I don't have to go all the way with the fence. I just have to come in like 12 feet, go over 20 feet, and then he'll be able to read the meter. Animals won't be able to get to that hydrant up there, and we won't have an issue. But looks like we need to restart some fires. When you do these big burn piles, this dozer work. You light them, you let them burn, you light them, you roll them on top of each other. You take your chainsaw, you cut the tall stuff down, let it fall into the fire to keep it moving. Otherwise, it will go out. Perfect time of year to burn. There's no wind today. And if there is wind, it's very light. There's also nowhere for the fire to go. Now, let's check on the chickens first. There he is, Mr. Cowboy. Oh wait, let's start the water. Hang on. So these are not right in the center, so I can still reach them. And thank goodness. Come on, reach. Go, gadget. Arms got it. And I do have some quick disconnects coming, so no sweat there. But this has been leaking like crazy. So I peek in here just to make sure nobody's horizontal, nobody's hurting. And I went to look for pine shavings this morning and they were out, but we need another layer in here. We have not had cold weather. We've been unseasonably warm. I'm not complaining. Ready? Here comes Ninja, look. He will not risk pushing Cowboy's buttons. He won't do it. He is breeding the girls though. There he goes, now get a bite. Better hurry, buddy. Cowboy don't play, man. Yeah. gonna use my hat. You know the farmer's eggs are clean when he'll use his hat as an egg basket to get to the truck. I used to keep egg cartons in that one of those storage cabinets, but they started getting like little gnats on them or something. I don't know. Maybe it was just a bad whatever. And I'm sure when it's cold, I won't see them near as much, but it's pretty gross. I don't do that anymore. They've had a salt lick in this empty tub for about a week, which is why it surprised me that he was digging in the dirt. But I can't remember if it's a white block or if I bought a red mineral block. But let's take a look, because we're gonna put it in the feeder either way. Actually, we won't. I'm sorry. I bought enough. Hang on. Let me show you. Oh yeah, it's a red one. It's a red one. Oh wait, let me see. Oh. What'd I get? Okay, so I got a red and a white. This one's already been, that's already got spittle on it. Don't want that one, but he's so grouchy. 518, man. He don't cut anybody any slack. Let's get down here real quick. Well, come on, brother. Look at him. Ridiculous. So I typically feed them cubes down here only because there's a little bit of pasture grass and a lot less manure. I say pasture grass where what pasture grass we had was not disturbed by the dozer. I feed them down here just because there's less manure. They can kind of, they can eat off the ground easier, not worry about parasites, things like that. Hang on. Boy, he got down here quick. So did she. Hang on, we can't sit in the car. They'll try and tip it over. All right, y'all are gonna have to hang on a second. I don't think it's gonna be your favorite thing to do. You guys are not very patient. Well, I lost my 5/16 nut driver on the ground. Atta boy, Dossie. I did throw some cubes around this pole, see if we can get them on camera. See if we can get them on camera watching them use it. So we had 2 brushes up on their shelter up there, and they were using them. It was these right here. One of them had a fair amount of Highland hair in it. You see that? Is it showing up? Yay, nay. There's some. Anyway, yeah, they definitely found them because they're, the weather didn't do this over 48 hours. Excuse you. Well, you walked up on me. I threw my hands up. I'm sorry. See if he'll scratch a little bit. He was okay. These Burger Bros are just super vocal. Super vocal, but I imagine that means they're healthy too. But there's cubes all around that. We'll see if we can get them scratching on it. And then I'm gonna set that mineral thing probably right here. It's kind of the high ground. And I got a camera up there so we can see if they're using it and check on them. Like you guys, I was a bit concerned that they would turn over that shelter, scratching on those brushes. So brought them all 4 down here, put them head high, and we're just gonna give her a whirl. But I saw something pretty cool on the interwebs yesterday. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try it, not right now, but we've got more telephone poles. And of course this one's, good grief, that's probably 30 feet tall. I think what I'm gonna do is get my chainsaw, and that's not, if I'm standing in the back of my truck, that's about 12 feet right there where that camera is. And I can reach it pretty easily standing in the back of the truck. But I'm thinking I'm gonna lop that right there when everybody's clear, one of these days, not today, when everybody's clear, and then bury it and almost make like a scratching station right here. And even when fly season hits, as one of our preventatives, get one of those ropes and hang it between them. So, because we don't need anything 40 feet in the air. Hey, where's old Eeyore? Where's Eeyore? There he is, all out, all out. Fresh out. I don't get too far from the truck. Those cubes were just to get them down here, get them around the telephone pole, see if they'll scratch a little bit for us, and set up the new mineral feeder. When we get rain, we do get a lot of runoff right here, but I've had that deer feeder over there for quite a while. It's never moved, never washed away. This mineral feeder is heavier and more robust than that. So this mineral feeder came from these guys right here, new friends. Went over there this morning. Actually, I went over there yesterday and talked to them about loose minerals and whatnot. And I tell you what, I like talking to people. I mean, it's a hometown, small business minded small business, and they have a ton of equipment. It's a huge facility. And they work with AirEquip, who we work with. But they actually work with, let's see, do I want to say the name? They work with AirEquip, which we do, friends of ours. Awesome folks. Oh man. And like you guys, everybody at AirEquip loves Bruce. Who doesn't love a ornery little goat? But anyway, yeah, I'm talking about you. They work with a company that makes mineral feeders. And I actually reached out to that company, and they said they weren't looking to do any sponsorships right now, which I thought was interesting. These are only a couple $100. And then I heard through the grapevine, you got to order quite a bit of stock from said company before they will pay for the freight to get you the items you ordered, which I thought was interesting because we live right in the middle of ag country, and there's a lot of guys that would use those. But Brian over there at Eubanks, he said, hey man, you can go get one of those if you want. He said, I like them. He said, because I'm a dealer, I've got some of that brand. But he said, the only difference in that brand and the one we went with is the other brand has like a secondary disc right here that keeps them from working this so much and stressing it and all that stuff. And of course you can buy them to get these, you can get these replaced, but it's not like we have 40, 50 head working this thing on a daily basis, okay? So I'm content with that. And Brian said when his from the other company wear out, he's going with these. I'm not too worried. Let's see who makes this one though. It was like Farm Pride or something like that. So, Pride of the Farm, my bad. I'm content because Brian and those guys over at Eubanks Equipment, they're right down the road. Definitely a local equipment dealer, so I like it. What a stinker. I walk over there and he quits using it. Excuse me, pardon me. Nope, all gone. All gone. Tessie, it's all gone. It's all gone. Back up. She's gonna make me walk all the way around. Well, somebody bumped the camera, but I moved the mineral feeder over there so we can see it from the security camera a little easier. As you can see, it's all good. It is a covered feeder, that's what's in it. And it is good for the horses and the donks. And Donkey's gonna find it first. Y'all better go over there and look. Better get Bruce off of there. All right, who's up first? Come here. Come try it. So to give you an idea, and they have no problem lifting this up, but to give you an idea, minerals, salt, and there's more loose minerals right here. So they pretty much all have salt in them. Let me know what else you guys think I might need to do, but Brian over there at Eubanks Equipment, this is what he does. He told me about a different brand of minerals he uses, but these did come from TNT, our local feed store, because Brian just carries these. He doesn't carry the feed or the minerals, but this is what TNT recommended doing. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Hey, come here, buddy. Will you eat it out of that? It's not like candy or cake. They're not gonna like climb in here. Now I bet I could put some cubes in there and they'd do it, but we'll see. If he does it first, everybody else will get jealous if they even allow him to do it first. How is that? Uh-huh. I don't know what that'll look like in editing. No, I don't have ear protection on. I don't have eye protection on. Just this sweet hat. Sorry, not OSHA approved. But whatever it looked like, I do use my chain brake. I do make sure my footing is good. I just run it. So it's my little saw. It's not a big one. I know they can all hurt you. They can all kill you. I know. I go through this every single time. I elected not to do it. I got through it. Now we're gonna play with fire. That's been burning for about an hour since you guys saw me cut it down. And man, let me stop you before you get ahead of yourself. I said it in the last video, I'm gonna say it in every video while we burn. There used to be a mobile home right there. I believe right there, somewhere right there. That's where they buried it after it caught fire, let's put it that way. So there's stuff in that trash pile that's not ours. There's stuff that I don't even know what it is. Looks like flooring. Burns gross. That's why you don't roast marshmallows on that, because who knows what them chemicals are coming out of what I think's carpet. And yeah, just a big old mess. We will get it roll away, I would imagine at some point, like a big, like a big dumpster you can haul off. They don't want dirt and trees in it, or at least the guys I talk to. And I really need to get it synced up or lined up the same day that we have an excavator, because the tractor won't be much good at picking that stuff up. Now I could get a grapple, and I'm working with a couple of companies talking about grapples, talking about attachments, but I don't want a grapple. You rephrase that. I want a grapple, but I don't want one just to finish one project and then never use it again. I want equipment. If I'm gonna work with these companies, they're gonna be gracious enough to send us products. I wanna work with a company that's gonna... Dude, was there a meeting? Anyway, I want items that we can use beyond one job. And I know a grapple has many, many uses, okay? I'm not even directly aiming this at a grapple, but a Mini X will pick that stuff up if you got a thumb on the bucket and drop it right where it needs to be. No, don't put that on the subfloor. That'll drip oil. Hey, did I tell you guys also? I've got an order of some lumber, like indoor materials, some framing lumber, 2x4s, things like that. And we're gonna put them in here because it's not super cold, but it's gonna be again eventually. And what I don't wanna run into is a day where I've got time to work, but I can't because it's -20 wind chill. There's guys like Mike up at our Wyoming Life and some of those other tougher dudes that'll work in all kinds of weather. They're just built for it. You know, Carson Sleep up at Sleep Ranch. I'm not talking about chores out in the elements. I'm talking about actually working and getting a project done. So I've got some lumber on order. They're supposed to be bringing it. And that way, when it is really, really cold, or we just get bored, or it's raining for that matter, we'll have lumber in here. We can start framing some walls and start making this look like, well, like what it's gonna look like. So I'm not sure if we've told you guys or not, but it's gonna happen, trust me. It's gonna be 2 bedrooms, a kitchenette, tiny little bathroom, like a shower, like probably like a 4-foot tub and shower, or a 5-foot tub and shower. 4-foot would be like a stand-up shower. You know what I mean? Yeah, a shower bath combo in here. That's what we're aiming for. So I'm gonna start editing this video. I can see the fire out the window. Nothing's getting out of control. There's nothing downwind. It's in the middle of a bunch of dirt. It ain't going anywhere. So let me edit this and I'll check back with you guys here in a minute. Whew. So this is the new camera from Riolink. I apologize. I'm actually not even sure what it's called. Duo 2, like duo, like a duo number 2. They have a solar version from what I hear. And they also have a PoE, which is power over Ethernet. And if you didn't know, Ethernet is the little blue cord that runs your, I mean, it can be any color, but everybody usually uses blue or gray. You can power these cameras with that. And you have to get a special adapter that doesn't come with it. But the reason I show you this is because they did send me these, and you guys are always asking what cameras we use. And the cameras we use at the farm are from Riolink. We've had great success with them. I'm not afraid to say I've got more than 5, but less than 50 in various spots all over the farm. Now I'll tag the one I use down below because the one I use down below at the farm has a cell phone card in it. And I believe it's not much. It's like $10 a month. And when you're talking about the security of your farm and being able to watch everything and see where everybody's at, even during a snowstorm, it's priceless if you want my opinion. But give me some time with these. These are wireless. They're not the cell phone kind. This is not a paid or sponsored or whatever at this point, because these may not be any good. I'm just being frank with you, okay? Don't order this one yet. Sorry, Riolink, but don't order this one yet, because I have had difficulties getting Riolink wireless cameras to stay connected. And there's some very nerd speak, if you will, that I can get into and bore you with about why I don't think they work as efficient. But this is brand new, so it could be great. We'll see, but I'll let you guys know. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. Lots planned, lots going on. Huge shout out to Brian over at Eubanks Equipment. You know, can't thank you enough. It's very refreshing to talk to somebody who understands where you're coming from. And I was able to walk in and say, listen, man, I'm a rookie. Tell me what I need. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you like, don't like, etc. Straight up, it was brand A versus brand B. He carries both of them. Here's the differences. It's been an hour and a half and gotten the one I wanted at another feed store, but it just wasn't worth it. So anyway, yeah, lots planned, guys. Stay tuned. I'm having a ton of fun, and man, I cannot wait for the lumber to show up and just stand some walls up in the cabin and see some things take shape and see what it looks like. So with that said, y'all be good. Don't work too hard. Don't make it weird. God bless. Deuces.